So, have you guys been missing the podcast? I know. Well, we got 14 there you can listen to. We'll be back in January. So, here's a little update. Got a few different holiday things going on, including New Year's gig. And, I don't know. I'm exploring a couple other things too. So, it's gonna be fun, interesting, and cool. I'm actually a couple blocks away from Hollywood Boulevard here. So, and I got a little selfie stick thingy, so I can do this a little easier. Feels a little weird, I gotta be honest with you. But, I will get used to it. Because it's no crew right now, just me. And if other people can do this weird Fear Factor Truman Show, but you're in on it, volunteer to be a slave, to do crazy reality TV shit, there's gotta be room in the entertainment sphere for something else, slightly beyond that. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. So for those of you who like Depeche Mode, or you just like new wave music, and you don't have New Year's plans yet, let me make a suggestion. I'm going to be hosting, over at the Viper Room, the New Wave New Year's Eve. It's going to be fucking fantastic. Featuring Devotional. Yes, Freddie Morales' brand new Depeche Mode tribute band, which debuted this past year. It was at the Depeche Mode convention. Hosted by none other than MTV's original VJ, Richard Blade. And you may, for those of you who are familiar with Strangelove, Freddie was their frontman for many a year. But he is moving on to the newest phase of his life, and he's got his own group, and they got a tight sound. I'm telling you, if you like Depeche Mode, you will fucking love Devotional. And Freddie's spectacular. He just, boom, he's Dave Gahan. It's amazing. I had a lot of fun at the convention. Looking forward to what he's going to be doing on New Year's Eve. What am I doing with the podcast here? Well, I'm going to try a couple different little things here over the holidays. I need a little flexibility with a couple of gigs and some other things I'm doing, some other projects, so that meant no new podcast until the beginning of the new year. And I'm going to try to not get run over here. But I had to go out and about to give you guys this little... And now he had that light, and see, this is why I shouldn't drive, and that includes walking. By the way, if you're a banker... If you're not a banker, don't worry about it. What can you do? But if you're a banker, there's a whole hell of a lot you can do. There's a whole hell of a lot you've already done. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go rewatch The Big Short. But yeah, that didn't used to be there just a few years ago. So, I'm talking about homelessness. Something that I briefly experienced, not to that degree, but I have contended with it, and we fucking suck as a society. That should be not the case. Whose fault is it? I don't know, a lot of people have a lot of ideas. At the end of the day, it really comes down to each of us, what we can do. Right now, I'm trying to do what I can for my friend Venka, because she's currently homeless. She has a GoFundMe that's trying to raise 20 grand. I started to pay attention to all of her Facebook posts about a month ago. She'd raised about 400. Now she's up to, I think, about 1,600. She needs more. She's got a Social Security hearing in March, and she just needs some help between now and then. She's been able to put off her storage unit being auctioned, which includes her father's ashes. So, I don't know. If you got an extra $5, that could make a big difference. She also has a Cash App, and we're looking into the Venmo. She just messaged me today after not messaging me for a day or two and said that she's been really busy, and she's amazed at how busy one can be while homeless, dealing with the business of being homeless. And I kind of know a little bit what she's talking about. It's fascinating, the bureaucratic burden we place on the most vulnerable in our society. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. It's almost as if those who have means and luxury conspire to make life more difficult for those who don't. It's difficult to escape that conclusion, whether you are homeless yourself or you have friends who are. I don't know. What are we gonna do about it? Well, if you wanna help my friend Venka, I've tried to give what I can. I've been trying to promote her GoFundMe. I have a page at markromanempire.com. If you go there and click on Venka, that'll have a link to her GoFundMe. That'll have a link to a couple other things, some backstory, a little bit about what my history with Venka is. There's a lot of homeless people right here in LA. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. And there's more and more each and every day. And yet, we have these things popping up. All right, we use these luxury clubs and a bunch of luxury, condos and residential towers popping up. Like, they're building one right now. You see that crane behind me? See that crane right there? They're building another one. It's amazing. Anyway, guys, if you haven't already and want to catch up, we got all the back episodes so far. There's 14 of them of Mark Roman Empire, also a podcast. So if you like to listen to stuff on the YouTube, you can do that right here. If you want to listen to it on Apple or iTunes, it's not on there yet officially. Maybe we can get that done this month during the holiday hiatus. But there is a workaround. There's also other platforms we're on, including SoundCloud, Stitcher, TuneIn, Podbean, among others. Just go to markromanempire.com and click on listen, and it'll give you all those different options. So check that out. So, what are we? A few minutes in, several minutes in, maybe 8 minutes in. The whole point of this was to tell you about my date. Not too much, because, I don't know. It was the first one. We've been talking back and forth a little bit. I met this person through one of those apps. And I asked her, hey, what do you want here? And she said, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure. I'm still kind of figuring that out. And I said, fair enough. And apparently she's just a few months out of her last thing. And I said, I'm more than that. I'm still trying to figure it out. So fair enough. So I'm not sure if either one of us are sure if we're going to meet up again, but we might. There's definitely a shared interest in 80s music, which was helpful. If you don't share an interest in the same kind of music, what's the point? Am I right? So, Talkify. Yeah, let's talk about Talkify. So Talkify is a dating matchmaking service. It's apparently something you pay as much as like $99. I don't know if that's a month or a year, but their whole MO, as best I can gather, is they're targeting the busy professional, okay? You don't have time for an app. You're trying to have something that's more, a human touch. It's curated, actual matchmaking, right? That's their pitch, and it's a sales pitch. Okay, I've had not one, not two, but 3 experiences with Talkify. The first one, a lovely person. She's working in the industry for a major platform, old school platform. Don't think, the new media platform, the old school platform, but currently competing in that space. I'm being vague here, all right? She felt older to me. We might be the same age, but just it was not a match in my estimation, even remotely. And I felt like research on me that almost anyone could do would have figured that out before the date even happened. It was pleasant. I got to experience the Dresden for the first time, which was wonderful. But I was kind of disappointed in. I felt like I had a better match with people that I randomly came across on one of the apps out there, which you know which apps I'm talking about, dating apps, okay? So I'm like, all right, this is the first time, maybe, whatever. So second time they matched me with, I think, a Mormon. We didn't actually go on a date, but they actually bothered to contact me and say, hey, is it okay if someone who, how flexible are you with your religious beliefs? And I'm like, if you know anything about me, it's like, that's one of the major traumas of my childhood, is just religion in general. So, yeah, I'm gonna have a problem with someone that's, has a serious religion commitment, because I don't. And I'm gonna be like Socrates, asking all kinds of questions. She's gonna wanna poison me real quick. Even though I'll say, hey, I'm like Mulder, I wanna believe. Doesn't matter. So again, information I think, anyone with an internet connection and a device would figure out about me, without much difficulty within, I don't know, 15 seconds? Third time I thought would be the charm. So third time was at the Rockwell. So this is the second time I actually met someone, but the third match that Talkify attempted with me. And I told the Talkify guy, I said, dude, I'm giving you guys a couple chances here, but third time's a charm. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna talk about you on my podcast. So, meet at the Rockwell. And it's nice, she was in the industry, which is a helpful start. She's not some, rocket scientist who calls me a AMW actor, model, whatever, and then proceeds to read less than I do, casually, while she's judging me and my entire industry the entire time. No, this lovely lady's working for a rather significant production, a rather significant name, crew. I'm going to be kind of vague here to protect the guilty and innocent. But, she really likes to follow the straight and narrow path of a very specific kind of guy in this industry who is a very recognizable name, and her lifestyle depends on that, and I get that, but I don't know. Again, just basic cursory research about me, realizing that I got kicked out of college when I was 19. I'm on the FBI subversive list. I kind of march to the beat of my own drum. People who dig that, they dig me. People who have concerns and think you should color inside the lines, they're gonna have a problem with that. She had a problem with the fact that I wasn't available on a weekend. I got a lot of friends who are comics, they're musicians. They do live performances. They are busy professionally on the weekends. So there's a segment of the entertainment industry that they don't have like a 9 to 5, or they don't have, they're not part of a TV or film production that has a regular shooting schedule Monday through Friday with weekends off. And I get I'm part of that minority. So that minority apparently upsets this young lady. And I don't know, I guess I found that a little off-putting. Again, issues that I feel could have been easily identified and dealt with prior to all the time and energy it took to set the date up. So I'm thinking, if this is a viable business model, this Talkify, $99 a month, $99 a year, I don't know, I'm thinking, well, why don't I go into the matchmaking business? Like, apparently, it doesn't take that much. You don't have to provide results. You don't even have to match people in any way that remotely seems adequate or logical or useful. You just have to basically hang your shingle up and say, hey, I do this thing. I don't do it well. I don't do it successfully. But I do it. So, what do you guys think? You think, what would you like to see in my side matchmaking business, for which I give not one shit about? And clearly that means I'm more emotionally invested in it than people who do matchmaking professionally, e.g. Talkify. What do you guys think? Let me know. You can respond, of course, here on the YouTube, which, oh boy, that's always fun, isn't it? Those comments. But you can go to romanpodmail@gmail.com. That's our preferred old school method of communicating with the podcast over here at the Mark Roman Empire. Let me know. What do you think? You think I should become a matchmaker? A professional matchmaker? Do you think I should find folks who are paying their good money to Talkify and say, hey, I got an alternative? What do you think? Should I interview some of these people that either go to Talkify or are interested in any matchmaking whatsoever, or maybe folks that I come across on these dating apps? Because clearly I'm not clicking. I could just say, hey, we tried the whole dating thing here for this last 30 minutes, hour, whatever. I got this other thing going on. You wanna give that a try? No pressure. You don't have to. I just thought I'd bring it up since we're both here. What do you guys think? Let me know. romanpodmail@gmail.com. And we got Twitch. I don't know why I've got a Twitch. I've got a Twitch. I don't know why I'm talking like an Italian with the hands. But I am. I got some Italian in me. I was not a besmirchment of the fine people that are Italian. I too have some in me, okay? Which really pissed off my father when I told him once, Dad, I think we're Italian. I love Sinatra. At the time, I love pasta. I love gangster movies. We're Italian, right, Dad? Tell me we got some Italian. He said, no, we're Spaniard. I didn't know. Twitch is Mark Roman Empire. Everything else, markromanempire.com. And tell me how you like this. I'm still figuring this out, the whole live streaming thing. We might try making some more content that's pre-recorded, do a little edit, throw together, even though I don't know how to do that. I'm just a guy in front of an audience or a camera. That's all I know how to do, all right? All this other stuff, backroom editing, promotional, all that crap, I don't know how to do that. I really don't. So if you guys do, let me know. And don't forget, New Year's. New Wave New Year's. Go to markromanempire.com. Click events. It's the first one there. Venka needs our help. If you want to help reduce homelessness and you got an extra $5 or more, or there's other things you can do to help Venka out that don't even involve money. Just go to markromanempire.com, click Venka. And thanks for tuning in, guys. Everything I do as an artist is because of those of you who are watching it, enjoying it. If you can share it with a friend, that would be awesome. We got a new Instagram just for Mark Roman Empire, so it's not just Vegas 90210 on my Instagram. There's also Mark Roman Empire on Instagram as well. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying your Taco Tuesday. I had 0 tacos. I think I had a corned beef sandwich over at the Grove. Hadn't been in the Grove in a while. If you live in LA and you haven't, it's a nice, fun holiday experience. You feel like you got a little nip of the holiday outdoor marketplace LA eggnog, and it's good. You should do it if you haven't already, okay? All right, guys. It's been awesome. Hope you've enjoyed this walk on every part of Hollywood that's not Hollywood Boulevard, because that's like 2 blocks up that way. But hey, there's Amoeba. I saw Sweet and Tender Hooligans play there about half a year ago, and they were better than Morrissey in concert at the Hollywood Bowl. Explain that to me. I can't explain it to you. Oh, by the way, Sweet and Tender Hooligans, House of Blues, Anaheim. I'm not even working that gig that I know of. But Devotional will be the opening act for Sweet and Tender Hooligans at House of Blues in Anaheim. January 5th, go to sweetandtenderhooligans.com, look up Sweet and Tender Hooligans. They're an amazing Smith & Morrissey cover band. They are fantastic, and I've seen them a number of times. And I have an interesting connection with Tom Lennon. Yeah, Lieutenant Dangle Tom Lennon, and he often sits in playing guitar with the Sweet and Tender Hooligans. And he seems to be performing with them more, kind of like the old NBC jingle, now more than ever. What does that mean? I don't know, but it means something here with Tom and the Sweet and Tender Hooligans. And with that, I will say, this is not CNN. I can't do James Earl. That's a travesty. Hope you guys are having fun. This is Mark. Remember Clownolyn Monroe and Prince St. Paul. Talk to you guys later.